Hey, how's everybody doing once again? You know, I thought about something because it's this guy on behalf of YouTube by the name of Carcino. He goes by the YouTube name or handle Carcino for Life. And he mentioned in one of his videos how funerals now are nothing but modern day family reunions. And I could relate to that because my family on both sides of the family are very divided. And I know it's very sad and unfortunate to say, but my family has been that way for a very long time on both sides. However, as soon as somebody dies, we, and I know in a sense it's crazy too. It's very crazy and awkward, some of you I'm sure would say, because some of you who also may be viewing this video may have a very close-knit family. Because if I'm not mistaken, and in most cases for people that do have close-knit families, they are more close-knit to their mother side of the family as opposed to their dad side of the family. And why is that? I guess because more people have much more of a closer bond to their mothers other than their fathers. But I digress. Yeah, every time I swear it's a death in my family or has been a death in the past in my family, no matter on which side of the family, I will attend most of these funerals only to see people that I never ever have seen in my family before. And I couldn't help but to wonder, who is all these people? And you could expect that for all of you people that could relate to this video, how when you go to or have been to funerals before, you may come across a distant cousin, what it may be a first cousin, grand cousin, great grand cousin, great great grand cousin, or if not that, an uncle, auntie, grand uncle, grand auntie, great grand uncle, great grand auntie, great great grand uncle, great great grand auntie, and so on and so on. And once again, I hate to say this once again, and I will say it again. It's very crazy and, in a sense, sad, because why can't families just be more close knit or closely knit at all times, not just when it comes to circumstances such as death? And yeah, I mean, why? I feel like if when people die, and the majority of the people in the family may have heard of the death, which is very inevitable, because whether we want to or not, we will have to pass away one day. I mean, I know it's very, some of you may not want to hear this, but like I said, like I just said also, in the same breath, it's inevitable. But I think about, again, what Carcino for Life said about how all funerals are modern day family reunions. Because like I said, you may see some cousins, including first cousins, uncles, aunts, that you never ever have met before, even great grandparents in some cases. Although I never did have the privilege of meeting any of my great grandparents on either side of the family. I just heard stories about them. Anyway, I wanted to get your input on whether you think that all funerals are, and I hate to sound like this or hate to say this also, but I could imagine, judging from my experience of course, attending black funerals, although there shouldn't be such a thing as a black funeral, a white funeral, Asian funeral, and so on and so on. However, and unfortunately, when it comes to death, we're even divided. But I digress on that topic as well. Anyway, for some of you non-black people who may be listening to this video or viewing this video, let me know if you may not have a close-knit family. Instead, if you may not see the majority of your family members until it may come down to a sad circumstance due to a death in the family. Because I could just imagine it's not just when black families that are that way, that are divided, unless it's time for someone to pass away in the family, and then they want to all get together during a funeral, only to never hear from each other again in some instances or most instances. But let me know for you non-black people who may be listening to this video, whether it's that way when other races as well, not just specifically with the black race. So with that being said, make sure you like the video, comment right down below in the comment section. Last but not least, and also share the channel, both the channel and the video, so my channel could end up becoming more mainstream and viral. Last but not least, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, guys.